Above us, in the atmosphere, rare alignments take shape. When conditions are right, wind and pressure stack with unnerving precision. A fleeting balance even science can't fully trace. Quietly converging in perfect timing, transforming the familiar into something unrecognizable. Illinois records 54 tornadoes annually, and 64% of those tornadoes touch down during the spring months of April, May, and June. In November, tornadoes are rare, often zero. Yet, in mid-November of 2013, it was unseasonably warm. The atmosphere was primed for something far from ordinary. On November 16th, a low-pressure system pushed east across the U.S. at an altitude of 5,500 meters. Being so late in the year, this caused an extreme temperature difference of 40 to 50 degrees, split right through the middle of Illinois, creating an unstable atmosphere. This caused the Storm Prediction Center to put out a 15 to 30% risk for the Midwest.
It just seems like 2 days ago that I was making a video of the snow. Wow, first snow of the season. Well, it's kind of early, but this is the second time we've had snow out of its season. Well, now it's 70 degrees, and you see in the sky there is some bad storms supposedly on the way.
On the morning of November 17th, at 7:47 a.m., the Storm Prediction Center issued a mesoscale discussion. Meteorologists expected storms to rapidly develop from eastern Iowa into Missouri, then race east across Illinois by noon. These storms were forecast to organize quickly, with conditions favoring long-lived supercells.
You see the red on the map, this is where we're tracking severe weather. We're thinking that we're going to have a severe weather outbreak from Montgomery, Alabama, all the way up into Indianapolis, and even into portions of Michigan. Severe weather-wise, what are we talking about? Well, we could see wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. We could have hail with this, and we're not ruling out tornadoes.
As a supercell storm near the town of Browning developed, at 8:40 a.m., the National Weather Service in Illinois made it official. A tornado watch was issued for much of the Midwest. This was not an ordinary watch. Forecasters declared it a particularly dangerous situation, a rare designation reserved for the most volatile and life-threatening setups. For millions of people across the Midwest, this was the moment the tone shifted. It was no longer a forecast. It was imminent. And at 10:29 a.m., the SPC reaffirmed a high risk covering Illinois, stating, "An outbreak of severe storms now appears underway." And only 20 minutes later, at 10:50 a.m., the National Weather Service in Lincoln, Illinois, issued a tornado warning.
The National Weather Service in Lincoln has issued a tornado warning. This dangerous storm will be near Market Hyson Creek or around 10:55 a.m. East Peoria and Morton around 11 a.m. Washington and Germantown Hills around 11:05 a.m.
In Pekin, 11 sirens are placed strategically around the city, intended to warn the public of possible tornadoes. However, as the sirens blared, 3 of them malfunctioned, leaving some of the public in Pekin unaware of the threat.
You think I should tell Mom and Dad you want the bathroom or something?
No, it's gonna be fine. But look, there's a wall cloud right there.
Yeah.
Only 2 minutes later, an EF2 tornado would develop at Pekin's doorstep. The tornado uproots trees and downs power lines before approaching Illinois State Route 9. As the tornado crossed the road, to the east, a resident just off of Broadway Street on Lucille Avenue begins filming the funnel clouds. The tornado tracked eastward across the Illinois River into Pekin. As the winds were at their peak around 120 miles per hour, it crossed Somerset Drive and ripped the roofs off of homes in EF2 fashion. Not everyone had a basement to retreat to. On Delshire Street, Shirley Wolf faced a storm with nothing but a single-story house with her dog Sammy. Shirley says she hung on to Sammy for dear life as a tornado destroyed her home. Wind screamed through the structure like a living thing, and still Shirley held on. When the world finally stilled, she emerged from the wreckage, still clutching Sammy. The house that had once been her safe haven was nothing more than splintered wood and twisted debris. Thankfully, her and Sammy were unharmed. The tornado would continue to tear through homes, street after street. Bill Comstock and his wife were at home in Pekin when the tornado struck. They only had seconds of warning, stating, "We were upstairs when we heard the rain picking up. We rushed downstairs and heard a boom." Huddled in the basement, the Comstocks felt the pressure and fury overhead as the EF2 tornado passed directly through their area. Fortunately, they survived.
Look, something got tore up right there.
It's on fire! Something got hit!
Right there.
Oh my god!
Tornado in Pekin. November the 17th. It's looking terrible right now.
This is crazy shit. Holy crap.
You know who lives down here on the end?
Did you see anybody else back there?
I don't know about you. I don't know.
The EF2 tornado injured 10 people and caused major damage to 179 homes and 6 businesses. Fortunately, no fatalities occurred in Pekin, thanks in part to timely warnings and residents seeking shelter. And after carving a 2.5-mile path through Pekin, the tornado briefly lifted at 10:54 a.m. And as the storm moved northeast, another vortex would drop back down in a field. It wasn't yet a fully condensed funnel, but a chaotic multi-vortex of rotation lashing out at random. Around Muller Road, the tornado would tear into homes with erratic precision, still capable of EF1 destruction, and now approaching weak TV. Inside the station, weather anchors Chuck and Sandy were forced off the air as the storm bore down. They took cover, later recalling, "We could hear the sound of a train right outside our station." The tornado scraped across the northwest side of the property, slamming into the edge of their world as they huddled in shelter.
East Peoria, Morton, Pekin. If you are in the path of this cell, now is the time to take shelter. Get to your basement, get to the centermost portion of your home, and take cover. I am hearing things right now, Chuck.
Yes.
I think we may need to take shelter right
Yes.
now ourselves.
We do.
We need to go off
We
the
do.
air.
Yeah.
We will be back when we can.
Right. We'll be right back.
Seven minutes later, the shaken anchors went back on air, stating, "We just had a very scary situation to report. Week TV studio was hit by what appears to be a tornado." As the vortex crossed the highway, roofs would peel back. The scene held a ghostly calm. Some houses were destroyed, while their next-door neighbors stood eerily untouched, as if spared by some mysterious fate. This cruel imbalance left survivors stunned, as if the storm had chosen its victims at random. And as the vortex crossed Meadow Avenue, it would gain EF3 intensity, with the town of Washington directly in the path of its inevitable destruction. High above the wreckage, the atmosphere was equally chaotic. Now at its peak, that low-pressure system was deeply carved, pushing southeast at heights around 5,700 meters. 4,310 meters below this trough, the atmosphere was dominated by a low-level jet blasting northward into Illinois at 60 and 70 knots, creating storm-relative helicity. Storm-relative helicity is a spin in the lower atmosphere. When a supercell moves across this layer, it doesn't just pass through it, it absorbs it, feeding it, winding it tighter and tighter. This quiet ingredient that can turn a thunderstorm into a rotating monster on the wrong day, in the wrong place. It's the kind of spin that can tear a path into history. And meteorologists could now see the storm-relative helicity was now at measurements of 400 to 600, which is not just the potential for tornado formation, but in fact it is conductive to EF4 to EF5 strength. And that rotation is now moving straight into Washington. As the funnel approaches School Street, panic and a sense of urgency begins to build across the city. In downtown Washington Square, Officer Patterson drives through the streets when emergency management directors alert him a tornado warning has just been issued.
We are under a tornado warning.
To the northwest, on Wellington Drive, Officer Thomas scans the sky, trying to look southwest towards the storm.
20, what's your location? I'm on Wellington, just north of Westminster, trying to look southwest.
But that sound in the background is a weird combination of wind and thunder. It is November. It's like this is mid-November in Illinois, and this weather is a little nuts.
He doesn't know it yet, but in that very direction, homes are already being torn apart. The funnel cloud would roar across School Street, a chaotic vortex of debris and fury. It claims its first life, 51-year-old Steve Neubauer. He was only seconds away from reaching his basement when the tornado hit, tearing his home to pieces before he could find shelter. Just to the north, residents near Route 24 began filming, their cameras capturing the alien-like formation as it descends to the ground. As the storm continues to churn with growing menace, a father and son sit in their truck in the CEFCU parking lot, capturing the rotating structure overhead.
It's up. It's up.
As I'm looking at radar here, the actual storm dissipating just a bit, but we're not out of the we will urge caution, especially as far as the East Peoria.
Just northeast, along McClugage Road, another father and son would watch from their car, recording as the storm dips closer towards the earth, moments from making contact.
And you've never seen anything like this again.
That is awesome.
Nearby on Centennial Drive, another resident begins filming the rotating structure, echoing the growing panic in the air. And at Highview Christian Church, just down the street, people gather in the parking lot, with eyes fixed on the skies, as the storm deepens into a full-blown threat.
That's going to hit Menard, Walmart.
See the tornado behind our house, the debris.
Oh boy. Come on, baby, break up.
That's it.
See it swirl around and everything?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Look at that debris.
Yep.
Well, I'm not from here, but Washington, the town's big over here.
Yeah.
Right?
Right now, you've never seen anything like this.
That is so freaking awesome.
Tornado has been indicated on the ground now. Just
Is it so strong it can pick up cars?
radar now, just southwest of.
Not good.
No, look at that.
We got a house.
Yeah.
That's right over Eric's house.
That is. You better go downstairs, babe, just in case. Go. Here, go. You never know which way it's gonna go. Just go, go.
I want to see it.
You got it on video. Go.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, there.
Northeast of all this footage, on Ernest Street, a man trains his lens on the twister as it touches down just feet from his home.
Sounded like a freight train coming a little earlier. The dogs are going crazy. Electricity.
Oh my gosh, that is so close.
You gotta see this, guys.
You gotta see this. You gotta see this.
Get over here. It is, but listen to it. Sounds like a train.
That's an F3, buddy. Multiple vortexes.
Holy shit.
Okay, we're gonna get out and go in the bank right here.
In the bank? The bank's closed.
That door's open. Come on, get quick. Okay.
Wow, look at all the debris.
Oh my God, Brad, John, I hope you guys are okay.
Amor do céu.
Desce.
Eu vou descer se você descer comigo.
Então vamos.
Amor, tá vindo nem da nossa casa.
Entra, amor, entra. Entra, amor.
No, it ain't gone. It's making that train noise again.
As the storm pushes deeper into the city, Daryl Schmock would start filming in a parking lot beside AutoZone as tornado sirens begin to blare throughout Washington.
Morning 11:10. We have the tornado warning in Washington, Illinois. There is some debris.
Tornado warning.
Just up the street on Jefferson, Officer Thomas receives devastating news. The city's communication systems have gone dark. No computer-aided dispatch, no radio, no phones. Washington is, for the moment, cut off. On the other side of Washington Drive, on Steeplechase, another resident steadies his camera, capturing the chaos as the twister barrels past, sparing his street by mere yards.
It's right here. Look at it. We better get inside.
Tornado. Go ahead.
Tornado warning.
Hopefully it looks like it's missing approximately a quarter of a mile to half mile to our west. There is debris on the ground. There is solid location. There is multiple vortices.
Oh man. Oh man.
"84-year-old Army veteran Charles L. Kuntz and his wife were at home on English Oak as the EF4 winds hit. His honorable discharge papers from his time as a U.S. Army photographer were found 125 miles away in Lamont. Charles was severely injured when the storm struck. He survived the initial event, but sadly passed away on January 2nd, 2014. And just to the northwest, near Washington Drive, a resident films as a massive funnel moves over English Oak. As they step outside to an unmistakable, deafening roar, they face a monstrous entity wrapped in winds of 190 miles per hour. Up from English Oak, along Gilman Avenue, dark clouds churn on the horizon. As a husband and wife begin filming, panic and dread spreads throughout the street, with the tornado heading straight for them.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Hit the airbag.
Yep, it is.
Get in here, Wrigley! Get in here!
Wrigley, get inside.
Look, it's just taking off.
Wow. Guesstimate, we're probably looking F2, F3.
Is that door open over there?
Yeah! It's open, you can open it! Come on!
It's faster.
Yeah, but it's raining! I want to get away from that thing!
We're away from it.
Get downstairs! Get downstairs!
The tornado would make its way to Streamwood Crescent, tearing roofs from homes as it barrels further into Washington.
It's right there! It's right there! It's right there! Yeah! I'm... Get back.
Come on, Wrigley! Sugar, come on!
All right, downstairs.
The tornado struck Georgetown Common Apartments with brutal precision. Its top 2 stories were shredded. Longtime resident Sam Wilson had just left moments before impact. In the aftermath, a pickup truck was found twisted around a tree in the parking lot.
Georgetown Commons apartment complex.
On the ground.
Are we nuts?
Stay it in the air.
Yeah, come
Come on, honey.
Okay, go downstairs. I'm coming.
Come on, girls, come on. Come on.
As a tornado moves across Washington Drive, dashcam footage from Officer Thomas would show the twister completely flatten an advanced auto parts store with 3 employees inside. The store's street front sign was bent, crumpled like paper, and wrapped around its own pole. Officer Thomas' dashcam footage captured the powerful flashes from the building's electrical system being torn apart. Despite the building's collapse, the 3 employees remarkably survived without injury, hiding in the bathroom as a storm passed overhead. The tornado moved onto Gilman Avenue as it expanded, a dark whirlwind filled with fragments of people's lives. This neighborhood would be completely destroyed, yet perplexingly spared with some forlorn structures, like this intact kitchen missing its house, which would make this ominous footage become the last images of this neighborhood captured before it would be erased from existence. One resident in this neighborhood would later tell reporters, "We lost everything, but we made it. This isn't supposed to happen in Washington."
You can hear the noise. You can definitely, that's up toward the McDonald's.
As the storm approached Elgin Avenue, Officer Thomas spots a man running out of the storm. After securing the fleeing pedestrian into his car, Officer Thomas turns around on Muller Road to try and escape the storm. On Kruger Road, 2 amateur storm-chasing brothers point their cameras to the northeast. Not yet aware of how serious the situation was becoming, they jestingly discuss the surreal nature of the situation, comparing the otherworldly Whirlwind 2 an encounter with the paranormal or extraterrestrial.
Hey, what is today? 16? 17? I think it's the 17th.
The day we die, bro.
The day we die. This is actually pretty close.
It actually is pretty close.
Man, it's coming right at us. Here.
Oh. Is it recording? Oh, okay.
Hey, look, normal crappy people in dire circumstances can't aim 1 camera. I got 2 right on the action. There's a UFO. You can take 3 at once. Where's Bigfoot? Oh man, Bigfoot. I think he's just a blurry animal. That's the problem. It's not the cameras.
In this moment, Washington existed in an in-between state, not fully destroyed, not unaltered, but a state broken from the normal routine of daily life. And as this becomes more and more apparent, Chris Lancaster on Hampton Road would start filming from his backyard.
Look at the shit flying, Mandy. Look at the shit flying.
Get in the house! Now! Liberty! Come on, Liv! Come on!
Get in the house!
She's scared. Come on.
Get her in the basement and kennel them.
From his window on Kingsbury Street, a man captures the EF4 approaching Elgin Avenue, its massive circulation swallowing everything in its path.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
On Elgin Avenue, homes crumbled under the force. Entire structures collapsed into heaps of lumber and insulation. Some houses were swept clean off their foundations, leaving nothing but concrete slabs and open sky. Among the structural devastation tragedy struck, emergency crews moved house to house, what remained of them, searching for survivors. 82-year-old Rosamund Law Allison was found buried in the debris of her Elgin Avenue home. Though she initially survived with critical injuries and was taken to St. Francis Medical Center, she passed away 11 days later on November 28, 2013. And as the storm approaches Flossmoor Avenue, a husband yells over the intensifying roar for his wife to join him in their basement. Grabbing her purse, she heads downstairs with her cat following behind. As her security camera captures their house being torn apart around them, the couple would later emerge to film the aftermath. Thankfully, all three of them survived.
So here we are, moments after the tornado just went through. I'm going to take a quick panoramic here. You can see the upside down car over there, trashed car there. People are trying to make their way. There's our next door neighbors inside of the house. They are trying to dig our next door neighbor out, who is also underneath in the basement. We were almost pretty much all trapped. That's our staircase going down. Somewhere down there is the remainder of the basement. Yeah, this sucks. Both Kathy and I are just fine.
Now we have rain. We definitely have debris.
To the west, residents on Glen Street and Heather Court film the roaring alien clouds from a safe distance. They listen to the town they know being destroyed.
Out there. Well, the situation right now, JB, is there are tornado warnings in Chicago as we speak. It is a weather system that's approaching the city very fast. It's going to bring high winds, could bring heavy wind. There's a lot of possibilities.
As the tornado moves past Darrell, he would be hit with rain and heavy backwinds. Now taking shelter in a church, he calls family to tell them to get to the basement.
Hey, Lynn, this is Daryl. Get to the basement now. We're in Washington. It just went a quarter of a mile to our west. It's a big tornado. Go to the basement now.
As tornado sirens roared once again throughout the town, the tornado achieved its most violent intensity in the Trails Edge neighborhood. A row of well-constructed homes around Gilman Avenue and Mackenzie Street were completely obliterated. Hardly even debris was left on foundations. Kingsbury would share the same fate, where Timothy and Brittany Dudek live. They stated, "Phones went off, sirens went off, we dove under the stairs, and 10 seconds later it started raining inside. When they emerged, the house above them was gone."
Let's go!
As the tornado moves past Kingsbury, it moves into Devonshire Estates subdivision with no intention of slowing down.
Good right now. Holy shit, it's hitting houses and everything. Yep.
Oh my God! Get down here!
Just to the northeast, residents Stanley, Matt Wells, and Tyler Gee begin filming on Main Street.
Oh my God, that's bad. I gotta move.
That's way too close.
That's actually blowing stuff up. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
No, that's actually throwing stuff up in the air.
Show a flash.
We've got power flashes.
Rebels everywhere.
It's destroying houses. Oh. Crap. Man, god damn it. I don't want to lose my... God damn it. It's actually heading straight for us.
As Stanley drives north down Main Street, the brothers drive past Hampton, where Chris Lancaster keeps filming as the tornado moves closer and closer.
In the car, like in the car. Yeah, it's like right on us.
Fucking holy shit.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Look at this, bud! You ready to run with me, okay? You ready to run with me, buddy?
Like go.
I can feel it. I'm gonna miss it though.
Oh my God.
Fucking shit! Look at all the roof shit, bro! Woo!
You can honestly feel it. It dispersed. I'm gonna get up. Try to get behind it.
On Church and School Street.
Oh my God.
You want me to move north? Please. That's where I'm moving.
God.
The tornado would then slam into Bishop's Court. In this area of northern Washington, it was absolutely devastated. Entire blocks were reduced to rubble. The damage to this area would reveal the multi-vortex structure of the twister. Several spinning vortices rotate within the whirlwind, and as the tornado hit Coventry Drive, tentacle-like vortices would reach out and grab 2 houses on Westminster, sweeping them away completely, while the houses around them would remain intact. Houses on Coventry Drive and Westminster Drive were leveled or completely swept away. As the 2 brothers turn north onto Main Street, Matt Wells and Tyler Gee would try to get out of the twister's path by driving west down Route 24.
Yeah, actually it just missed our place.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank god.
I don't know why these people are stopping here. Cause that's...
Yeah, that's actually like dangerous right there.
With the skies darkening from debris, Chris reported feeling the tornado vibrate the house, smashing windows and walls. As his house tears apart around him, Chris would be hit with a flying fridge while he runs towards his family in the basement. On Westgate, at the end of Hampton Road, a man would film as a tornado swallows Chris's home. By the time the roar subsided, Chris was left injured, with no light, electricity, or a way to contact emergency responders. Luckily, he and his family survived.
Stay! Stay! Come on. Stay! Stay! Chris, we're okay!
That is a face.
Come on, guys. It's okay. You guys just stay. Just stay. You guys, it don't matter. Just let her scream.
You guys cannot move. Oh, my back. She's under these girls. I got hit with something in the fucking back. What happened, Chris? Chris, you get hit with?
I don't know. Let me get an ambulance in.
Why? Where'd it hit you?
My phone's on the charger.
There's no ambulance gonna come, Chris.
Yes, it will. If you get a head injury, they'll have to.
Let me see. There is no lights. There's no power. There's no nothing.
The tornado, now immensely full of debris, would move across Kruger Road onto the Montgomery crop field, vacuuming up soil while lofting material thousands of feet into the air. Radar imagery would show a distinct debris ball over Washington. Personal items from Washington were found over 100 miles away in the days after, falling into people's yards in the Chicago suburbs.
Oh my God.
The mud-wrapped tornado would approach the Montgomery farmstead on Main Street. Before going east down Route 24, one brother would continue filming as the mud-wrapped twister swallows the farmstead.
They just come out in the country.
Yeah, actually it just missed our place.
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank God.
I don't know why these people.
Lord, please let everybody be okay.
Yeah, let's go on that. I cannot believe it's going straight at us still.
The tornado would approach Dutch Lane and hit another family's farm. As a mother and her son sprint to the basement, the tornado, now nearly quarter a mile wide, would roar into the farmhouse, leveling it to its foundation. The mother and son were remarkably unharmed. The tornado would continue into their farm field, scouring the earth, making marks from the multiple vortices rotating each other like a hellish carousel. And as the wedge approaches Tayswood Road, a driver would film the tornado, an eerie plume of debris circling its base as it mowed through fields.
A tornado warning has been issued until 11:30 a.m. for the following
following counties: Caswell and Woodford. A tornado warning remains in effect until 11:15 a.m. for the following counties.
The National Weather Service in Lincoln has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Marshall County, northeastern Pasco County, and Woodford County until 11:45 a.m. At 11:07 a.m., a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Washington and moving northeast.
The tornado would continue on for some time. A woman on County Road 1800 North, near Minoka, would film the tornado, and as they pass it, they would feel the temperature drop while debris hits their vehicle.
North or south of Minoka. This thing was 4 separate ones, and now it's turned into one big one. Jim's trying to get us the hell out of the way as fast as he can. Oh my God, this thing is huge. And it's coming fast. Okay, this is as close as I ever want to get. Go, 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 go. Oh my God, it's huge. It's huge, it's huge, it's huge. We are going right past it. We need to get past it. We're just going underneath it, actually. Oh my God. You can feel the temperature change. We're getting hit with some hail, some debris.
The storm would then finally lift, leaving a 46.2-mile path of destruction in the 48 minutes it was on the ground. It would be the second tornado of the 77 that would touch down in the Midwest on November 17th, 2013. The air was filled with insulation, dust, and the pungent smell of freshly torn lumber. Survivors emerged from debris-clogged basements to a scene of utter ruin. What had minutes before been a peaceful, suburban street was now a landscape of rubble. Tornado survivors quickly became first responders, helping anyone they could.
Who we got next? Let's leave. Careful.
Get out of here. How many more we got down here? Get this. Okay, see the only one left? Okay. You're gonna have to climb up the stairs best you can. Okay? Alright, let my feet go. Let my feet go.
Jessica, look at me. You're okay.
Pull yourself together. There, move west up.
Everybody okay here?
Yeah.
Do not go underneath the power lines. This stage at La Gondola, please, okay?
Okay.
Go on.
Oh, you okay? Can I get my hand? Thank you, darling.
Despite the apocalyptic destruction, the vast majority of Washington's residents survived. It seems almost miraculous. The answer lay partly in sheer luck and partly in timing and preparedness. It was daytime on a Sunday, so many people were in sheltered locations like churches or had enough warning to find cover. The town's infrastructure was left in shambles. Water, electricity, and gas systems were all knocked out. Over 2,500 vehicles were smashed or tossed, many of them rendered unrecognizable by the winds. In financial terms, the Washington tornado caused an estimated $800 to $935 million in damage, making it one of the costliest tornadoes in U.S. history. As evening fell on that first day, school gyms, community centers, and churches in Washington and nearby towns were turned into safe havens. At Highview Christian Church, families who had lost their homes found cots, blankets, warm meals, and emotional support. In those early hours, it was all about getting shelters opened to ensure all those people had a safe place to stay. The Federal Emergency Management Agency sent regional staff to conduct preliminary damage assessments. However, it soon became apparent that federal assistance might be complicated. FEMA's disaster aid formulas consider the overall impact to the state, and initial indications were that while the damage was severe in Washington, it might not meet the threshold for certain federal aid categories, given Illinois' total resources. In fact, a few months later, FEMA would deny Illinois' request for some disaster aid for local governments, citing insufficient severity and magnitude of the overall event, a decision that frustrated many and highlighted the challenges smaller communities face in qualifying for federal help. Nonetheless, in those first few days, the focus remained on relief and recovery. Families were reunited with beloved pets, assumed lost but were found scared and alive in the rubble. Nearby animal shelters took in stray pets until their owners could claim them. Cleanup of the debris was a monumental task. Thousands of tons of rubble had to be cleared. Volunteers from all ages and backgrounds would step in, united by the desire to help. Volunteers would cheer whenever they found a precious memento or photo to return to its owner.
I cry over the overwhelming help, just from strangers even.
Throughout Washington, small salvaged objects took on immense meaning. For those who had lost everything, each personal belonging found was an immense joy and glimpse of normality. State Trooper Sadie Connor was at home with her mother. When her mother saw the tornado, Sadie would quickly take a video before both of them took shelter in her house. Her house was leveled, but a few weeks later, she would get a promising message.
Got a Facebook message from somebody saying, "Hey, I found your wallet. Give me a call at such and such number." So I called her. I said, "I kind of hate to ask this question, but where are you?" And she said, "Well, I'm over on such and such street in Washington. It's about 3/4 of a mile away from where we live." She said she was out raking her yard, and she's like, "Oh, it's a wallet." And then she opened it. She's like, "Oh, that's not just a wallet." So, yeah, got my needs a little cleaning, but got my bag, all my IDs, everything's still in there.
Date number 2.
Marriage license, birth certificate, Ben's, Chris's birth certificate.
Yay, that's what I was looking for.
Great. So this is what it's like sifting through the rubble. Shar just found our birth certificates, which is great. Brenda just found a picture of my nephews.
Where was it? My wedding ring!
Okay, just be careful. My husband just called me and we were so upset because we had no IDs, we have nothing, we don't exist, and he just said that he found my purse, everything's in it, and our 3-month-old baby girl, she had this owl that she loved, and he found her owl blankie.
Believe it or not, I found my computer under a dishwasher, which is ours, over in the field, and it's our our MacBook. It's got some wood through it on the casing and a little dirty on the front. And I opened it up and it came out of sleep mode, which is amazing since it was 30 degrees last night and it got rained on and went through a tornado. And our house is completely destroyed behind us. So that is quite remarkable. So kudos to Apple for making a great product. Thanks a lot.
709 Dallas Street in Washington, Illinois. This is my 2006 Electric Light Classic Harley Davidson. It was in an EF4 tornado. We just dug it out today. I just want to show you something. It's going to start up. Woo! American made, baby!
My name is Pat Welch, and the address here was 1415 McKenzie, Washington. It was quite a ride. I wouldn't want to have to do that again. Came up the stairs from the basement, and about 4 or 5 stairs from the top, you could look out, and there was nothing. The neighbor's house wasn't there, and it was empty from there to there. Well, and you can see the devastation. We did find a whole dresser that has quite a bit of clothes, just odds and ends and little, mementos and that kind of stuff, but it's pretty well devastated. The house is. It'll take us a while to rebuild, but we'll survive.
The local high school's football team, the Panthers, were undefeated that fall in 2013, and after the twister struck, damaging or destroying 7 of the players' homes, they shifted their focus to not just helping the community rebuild, but lift their spirits. Starting the phrase "Washington Strong," it became a common slogan and would be seen on t-shirts, banners, and even on bricks given to every affected family as they rebuild. This motto came to symbolize how the people of Washington stepped up for each other in their time of greatest need. As winter turned to spring, reconstruction progressed steadily through 2014. Contractors from all over Illinois took part in the rebuilding, often at discounted rates with donated materials. They replanted gardens, laid sod for new lawns. Ultimately, Washington rebuilt not just its structures, but its sense of community. The town's recovery became a success story referenced in disaster response circles, highlighting how effective warnings and volunteerism can significantly mitigate the long-term effects of such a disaster. Today, more than a decade later, Washington, Illinois is largely rebuilt. New homes stand where old ones once stood, and new trees grow where the old ones were stripped away. If you drive through Washington, Illinois, you might not immediately see the scars of 2013, but they are there, etched in the collective memory of every resident who survived that day. Those who lived through it carry an invisible bond. They know that in a crisis, their community can endure and come out even stronger.